Basement Dwellers, hosted by your boys Jacob Santoro and Christian Talone.
You're blabbering about unnecessary stuff. Cut it out.
Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button to get all the updates from the channel too.
Tell me what your hand's doing over that button first.
But for now, just loud shout and kick back, cause I got a fresh one right here delivered to your speakers. Lock in.
Alright.
Welcome to the Basement Dwellers podcast. This is episode 106. I'm your host, Christian, along with, as always, Jacob Santoro. Jacob the Sniper Santoro. You join us for episode 105, which we called our soft boys episode.
Yeah.
This is our hard episode.
It's the hard boy episode.
If you couldn't tell, we are looking fucking sharp.
We look sick right now. we look good. We look good in the way that a guy who bullies a nerd who should have been diagnosed with autism in 1983 would say, I look good, you know? I think mine can go either which way. I feel like I'm either like a school bully or I'm like the kid that will find an alien in like the backyard.
That's what I was saying. I was saying you look very like Super 8, like
Right.
Stranger Things, maybe.
Yeah, like I look like me and my gang of friends are going to go stop an interdimensional clown.
Yeah. How do I look? I feel like I'm looking like I'm on a night out in Night City, dude.
Yeah, you look
Like,
great. Yeah, that's a solid. That was a gamble of a jacket, and
Yeah.
it came a lot better than I thought it was gonna look.
It gets pretty close to Thriller sometimes, but overall, I actually really like it. I was just, how did it happen? I was just like scrolling on Shane and then or Shein, whatever the fuck you call it.
Yeah.
And I saw that and I was like, whoa, that's a jacket. And I sent it to you and I was like, you should buy this. And then you were like, what did you say?
Well, I don't remember what I said, but I think I was typing something, and then you were like, you know what? You already have a bunch of cool jackets, so no, you can't get this. I'm gonna get it.
I was like, too late, I already bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got a sweet deal on it, dude. It was like $15.
You look really good. It's a chic for sure. It's not a every situation
Oh
thing.
yeah, no, dude.
But
it's a lot. Kind of look like a ladybug.
It's given Eddie Murphy in Raw, like you know, with like this dope like leather jacket. No, you like I mean it fits. I mean I definitely think for like a night out in most situations, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, man. I feel like
But it is like the upper echelon of like you're consciously trying to be full of style.
yeah, it's a peacock jacket for sure.
Like this isn't like I just threw this on.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is like, look at me.
Yeah, very. But the gold chain works really well. I love the gold accents for the ears.
You've been hanging out.
Yeah, it's looking good, man. No, you look really sweet. Look like you're, you got a cool synthwave thing going on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You look like we just stepped out of a time machine. But those other two that you talked to last week, those are our twin brothers, and they suck. So, we're way cooler than they are.
I don't know, man. My fit was on point back then too. I was like,
We got good fits,
I've been
man.
feeling myself lately, dude.
How many times have I said that I'm so glad that we dress nice?
Oh yeah, dude. We're always the best.
So
best
glad.
people at the nerd stores.
I'm just saying, like, it doesn't matter, like, not even just nerd stores. I'm starting to learn, like, in just day-to-day life. Like, I'm honestly shocked that of how much people don't care. And this transcends, this definitely transcends, like, what's the joke? Like, the Cookie Monster girl? Like the Cookie Monster pajama girl,
Oh, yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like that transcends that. I've already lost that battle. Many people are saying like, oh, you know, like it's if you got nothing to do and it's a lazy day. Personally, I think you can take the time to put some pants on, but I understand that especially for the ladies, it's they got to do a whole thing. But for dudes, I'm a firm believer that there's no excuse. Now, will I really go out of my way to like give some shit to a guy that wears basketball shorts out? No, because I do that too.
Right.
It's just like an aura about it.
It's just definitely just dressing or looking like you give a shit like changes like perception. You know.
There's no excuse anymore either because you know who's been killing it right now? Walmart. Walmart has been killing the clothes game right now. I proudly wear many shirts. My favorite Hawaiian shirt, next to the one that my parents bought me from Hawaii. Thank you guys. The black one that I always wear.
Yeah.
It's from Walmart.
Oh yeah, no. Walmart has awesome Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah.
I fucking love buying shirts there. Walmart and Target. Target has the George brand or whatever they're called. Those are really nice.
Like, look, we're all poor.
Yeah.
But I mean, like a lot of people will put a lot of things on the back burner. Like in examples, like your car. Got people with bald ass tires out here. I get it. Tires are expensive. You know, oil changes. I get it.
Yeah.
You know, they can be expensive. And it's tough out there. But I refuse to believe that there is a absolute reason that if you have $50 in your pocket, that if you didn't know that it was there, it wouldn't change your life. I think everyone owes it to themselves to just go have a outfit day, like go look for an outfit. And this has been my thing recently about Arizona and their thrifting.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't thrifted in all 50 states, but I've done a lot of thrifting, especially in like, you know, places like Hollywood and Los Angeles, where you do have clothes like what I have on. Almost everything on this fucking ensemble was thrifted, but except for this, I actually got this legit. Shout out Quarters in downtown Salt Lake, got it from there. But you can get so much cool stuff, and it just makes you feel good.
Yeah.
And this is definitely more of a dude problem. I think now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like when there's a lady that's like, I just don't give a shit anymore. They're like a little bit older.
Yeah.
You know, like they're just kind of done with it.
It's really sad.
It's really sad. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I haven't bathed in forever. Like, I'm miserable, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like it's the opposite for men, where like the 18 to 23-year-old is like, oh, it's just the same shirt I've worn since high school.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of like what's in right now, you know, is like the whole like looking like you don't give a shit. Like even like, you know, famous like I do you ever see those videos on like Facebook or whatever they're on TikTok, or it's just like, who do you have on right now? You know, it's like people just walk up to like crazy looking people on the street.
My Balenciaga pants.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, these Balenciaga pillow pants, and it just looks like gray sweats with like random patches like sewn onto it, and it's just like I could make that for $10.
Yeah.
You know, and these people were like, "Oh yeah, these were like 1,500, and this jacket was like 3,000.
Yeah.
My glasses were 15,000." You know, like
I think people overthink it a lot. Like I don't think I think people cross the wires on like normal upkeep on yourself to like high fashion. It's like I've talked to so many people, and it's like, dude, you got to get some new shoes. Like you've been wearing those same Air Force Ones for like 15 years since I've known you, and they're like, well, you're gonna go get the fucking Yeezys? No, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, you just got to fucking get something.
yeah, no, that's like me. Like I like for the last like 3 years have only bought like for my sneakers, I've only bought the Adidas. I had the Adidas Captors or the Adidas Racers,
Yeah.
and they're the comfiest shoes I've ever owned in my life, and they're like. I think the Captors are like $50 and the Racers are like $60 or something, or maybe the other way around. They're so cheap, but they look so cool, and it's like I do what I do appreciate that Adidas does is that they like slightly update it like every year, so they're like a little bit cooler each year for the same price. So that's fucking sick. So I just got some new ones of those. I did do that last night. I bought. I dropped like $130 on like got some shoes. I got a pair of pants. Same pair of pants as these ones, just black skinnies. It's just because I got fucking, you know, what do you call it? What is it called? The crotch burn thing.
Oh no, you're just what it is you're Hispanic, so all of your pants just naturally. I'm glad you brought that up. I will never understand why the Italian and Hispanic man love to just torture their balls with like their pants, dude. Every man that I know that's a Hispanic man is either wearing baggy dickies, bootcut jeans, or just tight black dick cinching pants.
Yeah.
And I've always noticed that about you. And I don't know if you've done it intentionally because you like treat it in the way of like a girl with some big chi-chis, like where you're just like, I got to make it look bigger. Like, is that why you do it? I'm serious. No? Is it comfy?
I just like skinny jeans. I've just always liked skinny jeans.
But I mean, come on, man. Like even like, can we talk about the debacle with the underwear?
Which one?
So there was a situation where Courtney comes into my room and she's like, hey, do you know who these belong to? And they're the Dragon Ball Z boxers.
They're not Dragon Ball Z. They have dragon print on them.
Okay, well, whatever. The dragon print ones.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. And she's like, well, I thought they were. I mean, I don't remember buying these for Ryan. So I didn't know. Like, I was going to ask if you knew who it was before I called his dad and said, I was like, those are Christians. And we literally, like, dude, I'm serious. Like, it was like this.
Yeah.
Like, and they were just so, like, I was like, these look like, I'm sure when you wear them, that they were painted on.
Yeah.
Like, they're so tight. Like, is that comfy?
Listen, I just like everything to have a place. I like everything to be compartmentalized and sealed away from everything else. I hate wearing baggy boxers, right? Because then my dick and balls get stuck to my leg, or it gets like bunched up on like one end, and then like my nutsack's falling out of the other.
Why don't you get one of those underwear, like the underwear that like cup your balls for you, like that have like
That's
a
what
little
those
pouch,
do.
like a little pouch.
That's what they do. The Dragon ones. They are a little tight, but it's like it kind of just. It's funny because like the way that they sit on like my butt cheeks is so fucking cute. Like it like it's almost like I don't know, what would you call them, like boy shorts, girl underwear, where it just kind of shows a little bit of cheek, you know. And then then it's got the little dick holster in there. So
I've just been noticing like your pants are just awfully tight.
yeah, no, they are.
And I just always thought that in itself was like a peacocking thing. And I'm only asking because with the most respect possible,
Sure.
we're not too far off in sizes as this has
In
been
dick size?
we've been it's been well established our entire friendship. Right?
Yeah.
So like I was like, is he trying to make it bigger? Like is that a thing for you?
You know, it's funny that you mentioned that because in high school that definitely was a thing.
Yeah.
I would definitely like wear super tight pants, and I would like just kind of like put it off to the side.
Yeah.
So it was like kind of noticeable.
You know, I only did that when I was taking like sexting pictures. So I could like fluff it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I would wear my tight chonies.
Yeah.
But you kind of like, you know.
I just did that, but with my pants, so you see my dick print.
That's
and-
cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do that anymore. Like now, I just kind of push it all like in its little fucking cubby.
Guys that dress like this, I'm telling you right now, this is their inner monologue. Like we're letting them in on the secret right now. Is that, you know.
Yeah.
If you've ever received a dick pic at any time and it wasn't hard, it was 100% fluffed.
Oh yeah, every dick pic is at least fluffed. 100%.
You ever sent like a silly dick pic though?
No.
like one that's like purposely like small?
No, that's funny.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do that, or like I've always wanted to be like thinking about you, but I like Buffalo Bill. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that'd be pretty funny. Or like I've always wanted to do like the thing where like you put like the remote there, and it's just my soft dick, just, like, and I'm like this, and I'm just like, come get some, you know?
How many dick pics have you sent in your life?
I probably could say less than 10.
Dang.
Yeah. Have you sent a bunch?
I've never sent any.
Any?
Never ever.
I think I've never sent them unsolicited. I want that on record right now. I've never been that guy. They've all been wanted.
Wanting. Wanting, you say.
Yeah, but I would probably say like less than
Please,
10.
Jacob, let me see your penis.
Yeah, yeah,
Please, God, please.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been asked, but I've always just been like, no.
Anyway, send me your titties.
Yeah, no, I've never asked for boob pictures either. I've always just been like, I understand that I'm never gonna send a dick pic, so I'm not gonna pressure you to send me anything.
There's nothing that makes me feel more of a pathetic man than when I have been like, it would be so cool
Yeah.
if you could just let me see those fucking milkers, dude.
That's rough.
Like,
Yeah.
like, you know, even when you try to portray it as like being sexy,
Yeah.
you know, like there's
It's like
nothing.
you're really just like, let me see you naked so I could jerk off later.
Yeah, people like that.
That's cool. It's
a good feeling.
If you find someone who like understands
Mm-hmm.
and is totally just like in it to win it, like yeah, of course. You
Yeah.
know.
You look like the kind of guy right now that would take a lot of dick pics.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it is kind of a fuckboy outfit.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
you know.
Yeah. I mean, you could spin it. Like I said, like club promoter. I mean, those guys are kind of fuck boys. I think it's just an American thing because I feel like if you were like Japanese, you would just be part of like a Bozozoku like car club.
Hell yeah, dude, with my big fucking
Yeah,
Star
like that would
helmet.
just be part of the thing. But like, it's a gamble to dress like that on any given day unless you work, like you dress for the job.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
No, I would wear this on like, yeah, like you're right. Like, depending on what kind of job, like yeah, if I was like a promoter or like, I don't know, if I was helping with like an event or
Yeah.
something, then yeah, I'd wear this. I mean,
Or like you look like I'm in like an action movie, and I'm like, I'm here to see the wolf. And they're like, he's over there, and there's like a really sick shot of you just like hunched over with like a bottle. You're like talking to Rick Ross, and it's just like a cool slow motion. It's just like, you know,
Hell yeah,
you
dude.
have your pit vipers on at night because you're fucking cool.
dang, you just see like my cyborg eye just
Yeah.
like glowing
Yeah,
behind the
yeah.
glasses, like the Terminator.
And then like, but like you're like not Arasaka level, like you're still like kind of like street filth level.
Yeah.
But like you still talk a little nicer, but every now and again you like throw in like a listen chum. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, no, this was like that is really one of the main reasons I bought this. I was like, this looks very cyberpunk, and I'm all about that game.
Yeah.
So.
I like this. I would like to think that if this is how I would dress, if it was, I mean, I dress like this now.
Yeah.
This is like a Tuesday for me, like to go like, again, like to a record shop.
Yeah, no, you look fine.
Yeah, I like it. Like I said, man, what I'm saying is for the fellas listening, and I know the algorithm doesn't lie. I know most of you were fellas, right? You please, like, if you feel like there's a situation as to why you don't try your best to dress nice in any given situation, let us know. I would love to read those emails, tbdmanchild@gmail.com, if you have an honest reason as to why you're not a huge clothes shopper, because there really is no excuse anymore to look nice. And, you know, shame on your friends, too. I'm going to say that. Because I would 100% tell you, like, if you were in, like, a depression hole,
Yeah.
I'd be like, you got to
Dress up, go out.
or shave.
Yeah.
You know, she got to shower.
Yeah.
Like, even if we were going to go play 40K or, like, go to, like, a modern event, I wouldn't let you leave the house with, you know, sarcasm is one of the only things. You know what I mean? Like it's just have some pride. You know what? That's what this episode is. This is a subgenre of this episode. It's just have some pride in yourself. Don't be a stinky man. And these are the people that also are just like, can't find a fucking girlfriend. And, you know, these are the dudes that have nasty rooms, which, for the record, we have nasty rooms sometimes.
Yeah.
But we clean them.
Yeah.
Saw this guy on TikTok, dude. I don't know if this was like a bit, but he's like a really like stringy looking, like long haired guy, and he's got a big smile and braces, and he's like, "This is the room tour of a Roblox streamer, and it's bad."
Oh,
You've
I
seen that
seen
guy?
that, yeah.
It's like, "Oh, I found another roach today," and I'm like,
I have
"Please
seen
tell
that.
me this isn't real."
I think that might be a real dude. He really does look like that would be him.
The worst one for me is smells.
Smells.
If you have a relatively, we'll say clean by, you can have clothes on the floor, you know, like stuff like that, but like try your best, like no bowls in the room. And we all get lazy, but you got to clean
I
them.
was like, I keep bowls.
Yeah, so get rid of the bowls, and then it's the smell. Like you got to have good
Let me
smells.
defend myself real quick, Your Honor, because I do keep bowls in my room, like for food and stuff. But it's mostly just because like I'm usually up pretty late at night, and I usually eat late at night, and I don't want to wake anyone up by walking to the kitchen and washing dishes at 2 a.m. You know, so usually like I'll just leave it on my desk. I'll clean the bowl, like I'll eat it all. You know, I won't leave like fucking chunks of food in there. But yeah, sometimes I'll just leave it there, and I'm just when it gets to like 2 or 3, I'll like go and wash them.
I would just say that the only downfall for that is that if it's microwavable food,
Yeah,
it's like if you let it sit there, like it just gets so hard.
yeah,
And it's hard to clean out. But my big thing is just smells.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, most of our listeners are in Arizona. I don't know what the, how many there are in. I'm bringing that up for a reason. Zia Records. There's like 5 in the valley. Every single one of them sells incense at 33 cents an incense. Okay? Like, and then they had a deal for 40 incense for $6.
that's really good.
Cheaper than a candle, cheaper than a Febreze thing.
Yeah.
And from my experience, the ladies love a good incense,
Yeah,
right? Spend $6, which reminds me, you owe me $6.
oh yeah,
And I do. So I'll use that $6 to go get some more incense. So that when my lady comes over, she goes, "Oh, wow, it smells so good in here." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. It's a good feeling."
it's a great feeling. I don't know. I feel like my smells kind of get out of hand sometimes.
They go away quick.
Not out of hand. It's because you know what I do. It's because I like when you keep your shower towels in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. I keep mine in my room.
That's not good.
Yeah. So like I don't like let them sit around, but like I'll hang them up in my closet so they can like air dry. But I feel like after a while, like a shower towel has like a shower towel smell.
Oh, yeah, it's like that mildewy.
I guess. Yeah. It has definitely like a smell. You know, it's not a horrible smell, but it's like you can tell. Like,
Yeah, it's kind
something's
of
a
like
little off.
it's kind of like I learned the mistake of like never putting chicken in a trash can you're not going to take out that day.
Right.
You know, because the next day it's like it's not overbearing.
But there's something wrong.
Oh, yeah, you're
It's
like, yeah, and it's like the whole house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, if you want to look as crisp as us, I mean, God, free promotions here. I mean, shout out fucking Walmart for starters. Shout out Shein or Sheen Or
Yeah.
if you want to shop local, support the localness as we're trying to do here. You know, shout out fucking even your local Goodwill. Shout out to Wang's Vintage I just discovered off of 7th and Camelback. You got Buffalo Exchange. There's 2 of those. I'm just saying you can because you're right. The end thing is now is to look like you don't care, and there's like, oh, like I got this, you know, like out of my. But there's so much accessibility to it.
So I think what's actually in is just having, like, being like unique looking, you know,
Yeah.
like looking like nobody else, right? And I think that's why the Balenciaga and all that shit like that looks like cobbled together is really popular, because it's like, you got to think about it, like, what is Balenciaga? It's a bunch of people in a big office building who are just drawing all day, or who are like thinking like, how could I make this average piece of clothing look, you know, high end or whatever. So it's like, it's really just people taking sweatpants and sewing patches onto it to make it high fashion, you know? And it's like, you could fucking do that yourself. Like, you could straight up just go and buy, like, thrift a couple clothes. You know, that's the whole premise of like the battle vest.
Yeah.
You know, you get an old fucking denim jacket, cut it up, and then you put patches on it, and now it's a completely unique article of clothing.
To you.
That's like nobody else's.
Right.
You know? Just do that with all your fucking clothes. You know? I think, you know what? I think the punks were kind of ahead of the curve on that one.
Yeah, it's always been like it's just like a do-it-yourself thing.
Yeah.
It was very, you know, I'm not trying to give this store the money. I'm trying to find something that's had some love in it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make it my own.
Yeah.
Like as
if
disgusting
I
as
rip up to shit my favorite pair of pants, I'm just gonna take this flannel that isn't good anymore and cut a patch off
Yeah.
of it and cover up that hole.
yeah.
You know?
And we're definitely not saying that that's you gotta fucking start doing that. Because I mean there are just solid looks always and forever. Like my thing, a nice non-stained white t-shirt, black pants,
Yeah.
black shoes.
Uh-huh.
Maybe if you have a little bit of extra money, you know, this is the other thing. It's like people are like, oh, I don't like jewelry unless it's real jewelry. Shut up. Like, just like it's not going to stain your neck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just a nice, like the gold chain. It's a nice little accent. It's good to match, right?
Yeah.
So then just focus on hygiene after that. Like I said, you don't got to go crazy. Just put a little something into your clothes. Like
It really doesn't take much. I mean, like my whole outfit is it's a plain black t-shirt with plain black skinny jeans and my Doc Martin shit kickers.
But like me, you
And then my jacket. My jacket's like the focal point of the whole outfit.
Right. But like me, you like it's not like I'm gonna boom, 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 good to go. It's like everything's gotta match.
Yeah.
It makes you feel good.
I agree.
And then there's people who are just like, I just, you know, if you don't like, you know, I don't care what people think about me. Sure, man, more power to you, but you're also lying. I mean, like I know for a fact that every person has like a moment in their life where they're like, I just feel gross. And I genuinely believe, and again, specifically with males, if you just go get a razor, shave your fucking neck beard, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
give a shit.
Dude, seriously, the neckbeard thing is so funny that you mentioned, because like I notice, like, I mean, I kind of got some growth right now, but like I lined it up kind of recently.
Yeah.
Like if I let this grow in, dude, like it changes like my whole vibe. Like I look depressed if I have my neck beard.
Yeah.
And like if I just trim that up and just square off the jaw a little bit, it looks so much cleaner.
That's Sarah. She fucking my fucking mustache.
a-
Yeah, she gave it a you know, and like even that I'm like, you know, it's
Yeah.
just like, you know, it's just like little things like that. Like
That's something that I started doing too. Like
Yeah.
I noticed that changes a lot, like
Yeah.
about your just facial perception. Is because like my mustache, like I never really thought I had a great mustache. It's a little better now, but lately especially I've been like lining it up like above my lip, like I just kind of even it out. And then even I've been doing the Mexican thing a little bit where I kind of like line up the top of my mustache too. You know, sometimes I take it off a little too much and it just looks like a little pencil, like, you know, Asian thing.
little John Waters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but no, it's really just the only thing that I'll never do. The only thing that I'll never do is get my eyebrows done.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I have nice eyebrows. And I feel like if I keep fucking with them, they're going to get less nice over time. You know, I don't even really like have a problem with like a unibrow that much. So, like,
Do you remember when I purposely put that fuckboy dash in my eyebrow?
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I do that sometimes. I still do that
It was
sometimes.
a little. Zzz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks mean. It looks like you have a scar.
Yeah.
I wanted to because I was watching Shoresy and was it Ted Hitchcock on that show? He has a mullet that's very close to mine, but he also has like really hard like like
Yeah.
stripes going through it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, that looks mean.
That's a cool look.
You know?
I like I just get it hasn't been really bad, but I do get a unibrow.
Uh-huh.
So, but I just take like my little Manscaped thing and I just
Yeah.
it's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
And then I do get a little bit of Count Olaf-y, like wires down here where they get a little long.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that like if I notice it, it's like a quick fix.
Yeah. I do have like 2 eyebrow hairs on one of my eyebrows. I think it's this one. And they grow straight up grandpa style, dude. Just like
Yeah.
they're like fucking pubes.
My
like, just-
nose hair, dude. I'm starting to get some big nose hairs.
Yeah.
Got to start cleaning it up, man. That's what I'm saying.
I have a nose hair
like-
trimmer. You can use it.
Oh yeah, no, I just I'm a psychopath, so I just fucking
Ah.
see. But I got trichotillomania, dude. So it's like if I can pull out hair that's not a mustache hair or my fucking,
Fair enough.
I won't do the pubis region, but I mean sometimes those nose hairs, I'm like, ugh, and then like I feel a little better.
Oh, I hate that.
But
Makes me
like
tear up.
I'm just saying, like it's just weird. Like some dudes have put like this weird stigma of just like they've gendered self care.
Uh-huh.
Like I'll tell you, you know what the best part about having every time you have a girlfriend, you know what the best part is?
Huh.
You get all the skincare stuff in the world. At least I do. Like
You do what your girl does.
well, they get it. I get it. You know, like they give it to me. They're like, "Oh, try
okay.
this." You know, like you know. So it's like I've been waiting for like you to be like, where's your stuff in this bathroom? And I've been waiting for me to say like, "Oh, it's all mine." Like that Dove Care
Yeah.
Plus, like that green shampoo bottle that's not fucking Head and Shoulders
Yeah.
is mine. And I'm just like, oh, like I get it, okay. And it makes you, like I said, it just makes you start to feel good. It's kind of like
Yeah.
The Ritual, you know, like you start to feel a little bit like Patrick Bateman.
Oh my god, yeah.
They're
Just,
doing like the yeah.
it's a honey face wash.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's insane because like I went to Target with Kaya the other day, and she was like looking at stuff, and then she would show me like, she's like, and this little bottle is $30, and I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
fuck that, dog.
They get expensive for sure.
Like I don't know.
But again, I'm gonna say it. Shout out to women and let a woman in your life, dude, and your skin will glow, and your hair will be not gross and flaky, and it's just, and then
Yeah.
you learn how to do it yourself, and then you understand that like these are the things that matter.
I've always been very like low maintenance with myself. You know, like I said, I don't do my eyebrows. I'll trim my mustache and my facial hair now, which I only started doing really like in the last like maybe 2 years. What else? My hair. I've always been very self-conscious about my hair, you know, just because I've always had good hair and I always want to have good hair.
Beautiful hair.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good right now.
You're very fortunate.
Yeah, and I already know like I'm getting like my old man hairline, and it's not going too bad. It's not going too fast, so I'm happy about that because I'm hoping I'll be like my tata and just have a full head of hair forever.
Like Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, like I just want to go silver, dude. Or
Full silver?
I would go silver. Yeah.
I think I would like to stick with Salt and Pepper. I
Yeah.
don't think I could. Can you imagine me with full silver hair?
Yeah,
Can you?
yeah.
I'd like to imagine that I
Well, your whole thing is like you want to be a yacht guy eventually. I see Jacob just
platinum hair
orange bronze tan with silver hair, dude. That's a hard look. Yeah,
and then white on white.
yeah. And your boat shoes.
And then the gold chain.
Yeah,
Solid look.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I see you becoming that guy eventually.
Eventually,
Yeah.
better than the Vegas guy that I just won. When I said that on one of my favorite moments, I said that on the show, and right after the show, you're like, "Shut up, dude! Like that's why do you aesthetically yearn to just be a burnout?"
I'm glad you cut that part out of the episode because I was like trying so hard to like explain it, and
Yeah.
you were just like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "I'll tell you later."
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Speaking of Vegas, F1's coming soon. And
yeah.
have you been following like any of like the Vegas talks about it?
not like for the location, but like I follow F1 a little bit. Like
Mm-hmm.
Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen are my boys.
Well, so they're obviously not going to talk about
Right.
like, but obviously anywhere it goes, and this has been my problem with like the Olympics or F1 or I don't think really golf affects it, but like it's when you take like they add so many things. And I understand that you need to add barriers. I understand that you need to add like safety precautions. You need to repave the road.
Well, yeah, because it's not a racetrack, is it?
No, it's literally
they're just
there's a
redoing
stretch.
the-
There's a stretch going down the strip,
Yeah.
which sounds cool. It sounds like an old like Gran Turismo game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they're also adding these like super just like like they're removing trees, like they're adding these high rise stands for people
Yeah.
who can afford to go there.
Yeah, they're changing the map a little bit.
Right,
Yeah.
and it's like it's expected to mess up traffic. I get that part, but
Yeah.
it's like they're really just like, and the one I think I told you guys the other day is that there is a skywalk that goes from I know one of the parts of the skywalk is the Cosmopolitan, but it's just like I think it's like right on Las Vegas Boulevard, like where the strip is, and it's like people can just walk over traffic. You know, so there's not a lot of overhead on the bottom, and there's just a lot of places where you can overlook the streets, and on any given time, people just use it to take pictures. You know, of the
Yeah.
but they put a film over the what you call it, like the glass, so
Okay.
you can't take pictures. So people just can't. But what people are doing is they're just peeling off the film
Yeah.
because people don't give a damn about F1. They just want a picture of like MGM Grand behind
Right.
them. But it's just like, I don't know, man. Like it's starting to look really crappy. And like, I mean, of course, I mean that's one of the number one tourist destinations in America. And at that time, like there's no hotel rooms available. Like, I mean, my uncle and my aunts tried to like not sell their house, but like rent their house out to Airbnb because they were gonna they could make like 10 grand that weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, and they were gonna try to get a hotel room somewhere on the strip, and like they try to do like that strategic thing where like they become like rewards members of like all like the hotels and stuff.
Yeah.
Because eventually after enough time, you get stuff, and like so they were just calling, and like they got laughed in their face. Like they're like, nah, dude, like any hotel. I mean, imagine. I mean, it's like you don't even have to be. It would be cool to be where it is, like actually facing,
Yeah.
but to just have a high rise room where you can just see the track, like
Yeah.
that's a couple grand for a BS room.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things where I'm just like, you're fucking up like local everything, like, and that's how I felt like with the Olympics, where I'm like, you go to Rio, like an impoverished country, that's like people are struggling and their dollar's horrible and stuff like that, and you're just setting up these you're allowing just like these rich people to. It feels very Hunger Games.
Oh, it is.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, it totally is. Like, it's like, remember like what the Olympics did? What was it, in Sochi?
Yeah,
Oh, dude, like that was like dystopian.
yeah,
Like the Sochi Olympics, dude. Like I remember seeing pictures of like, just the outside of the stadiums or whatever they were. Like
Yeah.
it's just fucking just sad.
yeah.
And then like I don't even think they use the stadiums anymore. So now it's just the big fucking coliseums for like nothing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's a bummer. It's like, yeah, you just have some poor little babushka eating her cold soup.
yeah.
And it's like you got some guy who just does the long jump on skis that
Yeah.
makes more money than she'll ever see.
Yeah.
You
Literally
know?
running out of condoms and shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, so it just makes me feel like I'm like, ugh. And I know people go there to spend money.
Right.
I get that, but it's just there's just something about like you're ruining Vegas, man.
I mean, Vegas was already ruined, but I do think that it's like, yeah, you're asking for trouble when you take like the most lucrative like racing platform and take it to like a very like, what do you call it? Like a very well known like
Right.
tourist destination. Like, yeah, dude, that's a clash for sure.
Right.
It's gonna cause some problems.
So, I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, Vegas isn't like, the glitz and glamour that it used to be by any
Right.
definition of it's just like people who live there, and stuff who work there.
Yeah.
It's just a nuisance. And it's all for people who just, it's just rich people.
Yeah.
So it just grinds my gears.
I mean, it's only it's like a 3-day event or something.
I think so.
Yeah, so I mean,
I think rich guy sports also just annoy me. Golf, racing, fucking like I was just watching The Social Network again. What do they do? Crew, like where they row the boats.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
there's like just a bunch of dandies that just
Yeah.
dress up. Well, I guess horse betting's not for just rich people. There's people who ruin their lives betting on horses. But you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just something about those sports where I'm just like, it feels so out of touch with reality.
yeah,
Like to
It-
watch,
it
like to
is.
watch, like to be a fanboy, like knowing, especially like because it's more popular in the Europe places because we have like NASCAR and stuff like that. But like it's weird to think that there's a kid that just has his entire room. Like who'd you say it was like the guy, like the number one guy right now in racing?
Lewis Hamilton.
So yeah, there's just a kid with just Lewis Hamilton everything.
Yeah.
It's just interesting to me.
No, it is. Well, I saw a meme today actually, and it was like, dystopian like video games versus real life, and it's like the only two differences of like cool video game dystopia versus like modern dystopia is that we don't have cool cybernetics.
Yeah.
And like the world just decided we weren't gonna go with the neon aesthetic.
Yeah.
If we had like cybernetics and neon aesthetic in like all of our cities, dude, we'd just be in cyberpunk. Like,
Right.
that's all it would take. Other than that, it's like, yeah, mega corporations are still running everything.
I'm waiting for it, man. I just
Yeah.
want a robot arm and a robot eye so bad.
Yeah, dude, same.
So bad.
I would go full Borg. Dude.
I wouldn't test pilot it, but like if it was confirmed to work, like I would try to not do. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that sentence. You and I absolutely would succumb to like cyber psychosis. We would get so into it, like.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, I would keep going for sure.
Cause
Until
I'm just trying to be like Adam Smasher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like yeah,
I just want to be a fucking Gundam.
yeah.
It's funny you said you don't want to be the test pilot. It made me think of like the Iron Man movie when people are trying to build their own Iron Man suits.
like-
and the guy who's like trying to turn, he's just like
Yeah.
breaks his spine.
Yeah. But I don't know. I thought that would be cool. Like you just have like a little go-go gadget arm. You
Yeah.
know? Like that'd be pretty sweet. I don't want like any like violent cybernetics. I just want like an arm that like a cyborg arm. Like I can just kind of like do stuff.
No, yeah, I think in like Cyberpunk, like the first thing you get, that like, the first like real cybernetic is like it's almost like a tattoo.
Yeah.
Because it's like just on your hand, and it's just what you use to use smart weapons. Like
Yeah.
it just basically tells the gun that you're the owner of the gun.
Yeah.
And then he also has like a little like USB cable like in his little like the hole of his palm right here, and he just pulls it out to like plug into computers and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So it's like really simple like to start, and I think honestly we could do that.
I've always just wanted to be able to hack into the mainframe.
Yeah.
I just want to hear. I just want to be. I literally, like, I think every kid at one point was just like. I always think about just like my team and I, and I'm just like in like a like what's like the classic. I'm trying to be hidden, so you got like a black jacket, a black hat on,
Yeah.
some glasses, and you just look around real quick, and it's like, and you just kind of like go into a thing real quick,
Yeah.
and it's like your little fingers are just like,
Yeah.
like I've always wanted to do that, or like I'm just like. I'm just poached up on the building, and I'm just like with my eye. It's like all infrared and stuff like that. It's like,
Damn.
yep, they're in the car. You just say like your quips. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tag them and bag them. Like
I saw a video yesterday. Speaking of cybernetic implants, because you remember what was it the I think it was the Elon Musk thing. He had like some sort of cybernetic that he created.
yeah,
I forget what it was called.
yeah,
But I saw this other one, and it was like, this is way more advanced than the Elon Musk or the Tesla whatever thing. And I guess like the application is going to be for people who like have become like nonverbal for one reason or another. And basically what it does is it basically interfaces you with like a computer, and all you have to do is think what you want to say, and the computer like will just type it out. Like I think it said 80 words per minute. So like pretty fast, like like that's what more than a word a second. So
right.
almost about it like as much as human speech. So I said I was able to do that, and then what else was it able to do? I think there was like other applications like to move like to remotely activate like prosthetics and stuff too. My only thing with it was that it looks fucking stupid.
What does it look like?
It looks like a little like, it looks like you have like a top, like a little metal top,
Yeah.
like just right on top of your head. Like straight up just like a little antenna.
Okay.
It's like a little can shaped thing that just sits on top of your head. And I'm like, that's dumb. Make it look cooler.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's at one point you're just like, where's the fine line? Because of course it's like we already have all the information we could ever need.
Yeah.
But like, I think that just growing up being sci-fi fans, like it would just be cool to like, just be able to just like while I'm having a conversation, like I got you talking in my head, other information, or like my retina is like over here, like doing, you know what I mean? Like, just sounds cool.
Yeah. Like remember the Google glasses or whatever they were for a while?
But they look silly.
They look dumb. That's the thing.
Dude.
It's like people don't realize, dude, if you just make it look a little cartoony, like people will be all about it.
Do you think that do you think that they make them look dumb like that to at least distinguish the fact that these are like gimmick glasses that do stuff? Kind of like, how like with a Nerf gun, there's always like the orange tip. You know what I mean? Like, do you think it's kind of like a suppressant as to like, just so these are smart glasses?
No, I think it's more just like, I really think it's just like just being a little out of touch, and people wanting to maintain like an air of like professionalism rather than
Just like a bunch of Silicon
trying
Valley
to
nerds.
look evil and be like,
Yeah.
hey, like this is a surgical implant, but it's cool.
Right,
You know,
right.
like,
Yeah.
so I think that like that's kind of like the line you teeter on, like, and it makes it a little sinister. is
Yeah.
when you talk about we have a computer that can go in your head.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and it's fucking sick, and you'll be able to do all this shit. But,
Skynet.
yeah, but we got to do a surgery on you to put it in. You know.
Yeah.
So I think once that kind of line gets breached, then it's kind of like it's like a flood after that, dude. The first company that does it and it looks fucking sick, and people start buying them all over the place. Like every company's gonna start doing that.
You seen the Ray-Ban glasses that are like 4K glasses? They look like Ray-Bans, like they look like my glasses, but there's a little camera like right there. And they have like a little earpiece, like you can like listen to music and stuff like on them too, but they have a camera. But they're like Siri, like you can like you know, it'll give you like things. But I was like, man, what a great way to like start doing more POV porns.
Just on your glasses.
Yeah, but then also because I'm trying to really think, like people are like, oh, it's like for vlogging and stuff like that. I'm like, sure, I get that, but like,
But now I don't have to tape a GoPro to my head.
but now I also feel like this is just a way to be creepy.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's a way to just be weird. You know?
Yeah. You take the fun out of everything.
I know, dude. Like that's the first thing I think of is like, well, I mean, look at history. Every time I feel like something cool has happened in history, there's always a way to like get it abused.
Well, yeah. That's just life, man.
Yeah.
People are gonna abuse everything.
Right.
But no. I want a robot eye. I want a robot arm.
And a robot girlfriend.
I want a robot pecker. Right? Would you get a robot pee-pee?
I don't know.
No?
Can I still feel?
Yeah.
I want to feel. I'm not trying to be a love machine.
Yeah, it's not going to feel like your regular pee-pee, but
So what's it gonna do?
I don't know. It'll stimulate your fucking nerve endings and it'll feel pretty close. It'll feel like you're wearing a condom.
Unless I had to, no.
Dang, really?
Yeah, I need my boy.
You don't want the fucking just pussy destroyer 5000?
Fucking just,
Yeah, dude.
yeah, it just. I think that's when it just. I don't think we're ready for that. You know what I mean? We were watching an episode of American Horror Stories. What was her name? Is it Melanie or Daphne? The little AI thing. The episode we watched before the haunted house.
Yeah.
Daphne.
Daphne, yeah.
Yeah, and she like the long story short, this guy is like she's just like she's like HAL 9000, like she can
Yeah.
just
Just smart
yeah,
house.
yeah, and like there's that one point where like she essentially like simulates herself, which was funny because she's voiced by Gwyneth Paltrow, but they couldn't get Gwyneth Paltrow to like.
Was that not Gwyneth Paltrow?
No, did they never show that actress's face?
Oh, really?
Yeah, ever.
Dang.
But anyways, there's like a scene where like because he's wearing like the glasses that are kind of like the Iron Man glasses, and yeah, it shows them like banging it out. But what he's like jerking off. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Other than like the creepy, you know, just like I'm jealous of everybody thing. Like
Yeah.
having an assistant that's pretty. I mean, that's absolutely a global terrorist weapon for sure. But like if you know. Committing fraud and like being able to lock into like
Well, yeah, that's like what happens in the episode.
Yeah.
He like fixes his like art sales, like his art auctions, and then she like kills everybody by taking all the oxygen out of a room. And
yeah.
what else?
Yeah, she kills like his girlfriend
Oh, yeah,
because
she poisons her with peanuts, supposedly.
suppoedly, yeah,
that's the
yeah.
whole
We won't give
thing.
away the whole thing. We won't give away the whole thing. It's still new, yeah.
Oh,
but-
is it really?
Yeah, so check it out. But
I
it's
watch
an
that
episode of American Horror Stories. And then I would like to take a quick break from this episode to kind of do something that I mean I don't know how you feel about it, but I've always been interested. The original intention of this show was to, you know, talk about the state that we live in and why I love to live in it.
Yeah.
So this is just a quick little ad read just from the love of the game. This episode, though it's not sponsored by, is associated personally with Xanadu Coffee. Xanadu Coffee is a local coffee shop in downtown Phoenix that makes amazing brews of all kinds, iced, hot, and in between. We did have the wonderful Honey Danger on our show in the episodes I believe it was the 90s. Definitely check that out, but she's very close with them as well.
It's the Pleasure Cult episode.
The Pleasure Cult episode, yeah. But we talked about it a little bit there, but it's an amazing cup of coffee. If you're ever down in Phoenix, they are on 625 North 7th Street in Phoenix, Arizona. If you ever want to check them out, please do. Tell them that the Basement Dwellers sent you. We love their coffee. We were happy enough to be given a iced or a cold brew, and it was cleared very quickly. And I'm usually not
that shit was good.
I'm usually not a fan of coffee that isn't from. I don't like drinking coffee in my house because I'm so pampered. But I gotta say, the cold brew, I've never had it before. I get it.
Yeah, man.
I absolutely get it. So definitely check them out. That's Xanadu Coffee Company on 7th Street in downtown Phoenix. Also check out on December 9th, they are having a event called Latte Art Throwdown. It looks like it is a sponsored event where it's just looks like it's 16 people to join. So make sure you DM them or to RSVP. But definitely check that out. Xanadu Coffee. That's XanaduCoffee.com.
XanaduCoffee.com.
We like Xanadu Coffee.
Xanadu.
Oh no! And we've officially been. This episode also not sponsored by, but I would like to give a shout out to our very own amazing roommate, Marigold Wellness Aesthetics. She is an amazing lash artist. And ladies, it is now time for the holidays, which means holiday photos. It means going out on a night on the town with your beau. It means going out with the girlies, and you want to look good when you do it. I have learned in recent history that it is very important to ladies in their eyelashes. I didn't know that there was that much that went into it.
Yeah, dude, it's all fake.
Yeah, but but it's beautiful, So if you're ever so inclined, Marigold, that's MARIGOLD _wellness _aesthetics on Instagram. Please feel free to book with her. She's incredible. She does amazing work. And again, tell her the Dwellers sent you.
Let her fix your shit.
Please and thank you.
You need it. Hi, Basement Dwellers. This is just a friendly reminder that if you'd like to be a supporter of the show, you can do so at our Patreon at patreon.com/Basement Dweller Productions. We have 3 tiers of subscription. You can do 5, 10, or 15. Also known as the Basement Bay. If you do the $15 subscription, you do also get a one-of-one art piece by yours truly. We would really appreciate it. We can definitely use the support. So, love you guys. So I found out recently. I didn't find out recently, but John Witherspoon.
Yeah, Reese Witherspoon's husband. Yeah.
Reese Witherspoon.
You ever think about how they have that? I never like. It's funny to think that they have the same last name. I don't know why I find that so funny. What are the chances?
You're right.
Two famous Witherspoons.
I'm trying to think about who else. Yeah, you're right. John Witherspoon. He's the dad from Friday. He was the guy that he was in Little Nicky. Remember?
Oh yeah.
The homeless guy who's that little.
Yeah. He plays Granddad on the Boondocks.
Yeah, Granddad on the Boondocks and a bunch of other shit. He's been famous for since the 70s, I think.
Forever.
He used to be a model too.
I think he was in Friday also, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was his dad on Friday.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Sorry, you said that.
So he's dead. R.I.P. He's
R.I.P.
been dead for I think a couple of years now.
Oh, yeah, it's been a while.
But starting to the party, I learned that he has a YouTube channel or had a YouTube channel that he did with his son JD, right? And it's been around for like 10 years before he died, right? And he has a segment on his channel. A lot of it was the career of John Witherspoon, whatever. But he had a whole segment on the channel called "Cooking for Poor People," and it's like. I showed it to you one night. You were half asleep.
Yeah.
I walked in. And I was like, I gotta show this to you.
Oh yeah, no, because when you're like, can I show you this guy just fucking cooking? It's called Cooking for Poor People. Yes, yes, I want to see it.
You sounded like it was funny. You almost sounded annoyed at first, and then I showed you. I hadn't even played the video yet. And you saw it. And you just started cracking up.
So he's wearing nothing but a kitchen apron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a big poofy chef hat.
Yeah.
He has a kitchen apron with his own face on it.
Yeah.
And then he's just wearing boxer shorts. And then he has his fucking dad fucking New Balances with his high socks. Yeah. And it's called Cooking for Poor People. And he has a whole thing on it. He's because when you hungry, everything tastes good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he just basically teaches you how to make $10 meals that will feed a fucking family of 10.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And it's a lot of, they're not gourmet meals,
no.
Mind you. They're it's straight up. He's I went to the supermarket. He's got some steak on sale. This was $5,
Yeah.
He does, it's a lot of it's soul food. He teaches you how to make pig feet. He teaches you how to do chicken feet. Fucking what else? He teaches you how to do poor man's gumbo, which is made out of like chitlins and shit. You know, a lot of vegetables, whatever. He's like, most people put, most people will put like, pork or steak or whatever inside their gumbo. He's like, well, this is poor man's gumbo, so we're gonna use the worst parts of the chicken. And it's really cool because it's like, he's always played like kind of like a goofy dad or like a weird uncle or something like that,
No.
So it's like, in a way, it was almost like he was kind of like America's, like goofy dad. And it was cool because it's like you could tell he loved doing it. He also gets drunk the entire time he's doing it. Like that's like one of his little like trademarks in the show. He's like, don't let anybody ever know what you're drinking out of the jelly cup. And it's like he has like just a jelly jar with like the label ripped off, and he drinks like sangria and shit out of it. And it's funny because like at the first episode that I saw was the chicken wing. He makes chicken wings or hot wings or whatever, right? And it's like it's so funny because like almost all of the episodes, like he makes like some sort of meat dish, and all he ever uses is garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper on everything.
Yeah.
And then he'll like add like Frank's Red Hot sauce maybe sometimes,
Yeah.
But it's like it's just funny because he has so many like little like catchphrases in the show. So like whenever he like mixes up all his garlic powder and stuff into like his little mix, he calls it his powder. So my powder. He's like, you put it in your paper bag, you shake it up, and he just shakes it up. But I thought it was funny at the end of like the chicken wing one because he's like, we could look at my fine selection of fine wines and stuff like that. And he's like, it's like Thunderbird and like fucking what's that one that you mentioned the other day?
Like Barefoot?
No. It's like the flavored like whiskey. Fucking what is it called?
Flavored whiskey.
Yeah. It's like it comes in like a little glass like whiskey bottle, and it's like they have all kinds of crazy flavors. I want to say it starts with an M.
MD 2020?
Yeah. What is the nickname for that? There's
it's
Mad Dog.
Mad Dog. Yeah, it's Mad Dog 2020.
Mad Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he has like Mad Dog or like Thunderbird and like just like $2 wines, but he's just like he talks about it like it's like a super fancy.
You know what I
wine.
love about this is that he never left that personality, even with all the work that he was getting.
Yeah, dude.
Like he genuinely enjoyed, like just, hey man, like the hustle. I got you. This is the same feeling that I feel as if like you were going through like your dad's old things and you found out that like your dad used to play guitar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like even though he passed away, it's like a fun little treasure to find.
Yeah, and it's what was like really because he's also very what would you call it? He was very like into like politics. Not like Benji. Is Benji kicking your ass?
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
He's very like about like what was happening like in like current events and stuff.
Yeah.
So he does have a lot of shit like in the earlier episodes. He's like, Bush is out of office. He's like, fuck that guy. Talks about he just goes into like little things about like what's happening in the world right now. He did a whole thing about Trump. But it was kind of cute because I kind of like got to like the last episode that he recorded before he passed away. And it seemed I don't know if it's like he knew he was gonna die soon or something. Because like even at the end of the episode, he's like, next week, we'll have a new recipe for you. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Never came out. R.I.P. But he does say like in that episode specifically, he's like, hey, and everybody, like love each other. Like we all need to get along. And
It's kind of like how like Johnny Cash's last album was about dying.
yeah, it was almost like you could tell like he was like just trying to put like good vibes out there.
Do you think, not to be a bummer, but do you think that's like a sense that you just feel?
Like you're gonna die soon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I watched this whole video on like how a lot of people in hospice care will act. Like usually when they're very close, like they just get like random bursts of energy. Like it's followed by like what they call like just like hallucinate, like hallucin,
Like euphoria. Like,
kind of, or like like there's people who like have been told that like while they're on their bed and like they're essentially like hallucinating like a husband or a wife, and that's it's kind of like them like talking to them, you know. But I feel like it's a feeling that you can only feel like when you're like your body, like I was just saying this the other day, like a stoner thought is like, you ever just think about how like you really are just a brain, like you're just kind of piloting a
Yeah.
meat suit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so, and your brain blocks out a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's like the thing how like most 99.9 to the trillionth percent of people have this thing where like if you see your finger, no matter how hard you think you're gonna bite,
Yeah.
you're not gonna bite your finger off.
Right.
But you could.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like I wonder like when like it's almost like it's hard to say, but like your body knows before you know.
Yeah.
And it's like maybe it like pumps like something into like your brain of just like saying like farewells in a weird way.
So the way I look at it is like kind of like in the same realm of what you said was like, yeah, your brain is piloting a meat suit, just like you would pilot a car or drive a car, right? You know when your car's about to give out on you,
Right.
Because it starts acting different,
Right.
You know, it starts slowing down, it starts not responding, it starts being harder to turn,
Yeah.
you know, it starts taking off a little slower. You know, like something's up when you know when something's up.
Yeah.
So I think it's like the same thing, you know, with your body.
Yeah.
You know, like you notice like each day that goes by, it takes you a little longer to get out of bed.
Like I don't think it, but like I'm not trying to say like in a way of like people who are suicidal.
No, I'm not either. I'm saying like you like physically because
Yeah.
you know your body is being used up. You know,
Like,
in
do you
a
feel like
sense.
there's like a sliver of like, you know how like like dogs will go find a spot
Yeah.
and just fall asleep.
Uh-huh.
Like, do you feel like we have that in
Yeah.
us? That's so crazy.
Yeah, dude. Because no matter what, you're able to tell no matter what, like, you know, universe forbid, one day
Yeah.
you're gonna be like, it took me an hour to get out of bed today.
Yeah.
Right? Not because I didn't want to, but because it was really hard to. Right? Because it was exhausting too. Right? And you got to think about it. Like, the longer that's going to take, eventually it's like you're going to just chalk it up to, like, I'm slowing down,
Yeah.
you know, because my body's giving up on me.
Yeah.
And that's just what happens, dude. It's like, it's sad. But
Well, it feels so coincidental that it just so happens like his last episode that was released was just a little bit extra on the.
But you could tell. Like, that's the thing is, like, you could tell. So, like, I made the mistake, which was a huge bummer, like, I watched a few of his earliest episodes. And then I was just like, I gotta see like what the last episode is, you know. And I went to the very last episode, and you could see a difference.
Like night and day.
Yeah, not night and day, but you could tell like in the face, like he's a little droopier in the face, which it's a 10-year difference, and he was already an old dude.
Right.
But like,
He's
you
one of
could-
those guys that feel like he was just born old.
Yeah.
Like what's his name? With the
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, he just had an old face. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, you could tell he's like a little slower and not as like quick-witted as he was in like the earlier episodes. Which, if you want to watch it and be sad about it, like go ahead. But, like, you could definitely tell. I think you can tell that he knows that he's going soon.
Yeah.
You know, so it's you know sad because you know he's a legend, but
Yeah.
you know at the same time I was like, it's like, you know, I thought I had seen all there was to see of the guy, you know, and then I found out he has this YouTube channel with like, I think it's got like 60 episodes or something like that, or maybe not 60, but it's got quite a few. You know, and it's like he like you know, it's like he uses that platform, and you could tell it's just him too. Like, he's a famous actor or was a famous actor, but it's not like professionally produced.
Yeah.
It's produced by him and his
It's like
son.
one camera angle, isn't it?
It's 2 camera angles sometimes. But yeah, it's just him and his son in like a tiny kitchen. You know, you don't even see his son most of the time. It's his son's like the one that edits it and does the camera work.
I love those videos, man. Like I love just like low effort but pure gold.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's booming right now, but Sam Sulik, dude,
Oh yeah.
the guy just pops on his camera and just talks
Yep.
and just tells you what he's doing. There's no quick cuts. There's no anything. It's just something so nice about that.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's there's something about like the genuity of it, you know, like that is just attractive, you know, something like about just someone being themselves on their own accord. That's just super cool to watch. You know,
Right.
Sam Sulik is like, you know, yeah, he's like this big muscle guy, and like, you know, a lot of people want to look like him. Which, by the way, he's way bigger than I thought he was.
He's huge, dude.
That dude's massive.
He's huge.
And I don't know if that's like, did he like just recently start getting massive, or was he like huge the whole time?
He's been massive for a while.
Oh, because like I don't know. I usually videos of it's another thing. It's like he a lot of the time is just wearing like fucking
Big
baggy
clothes.
t-shirts and baggy sweats. You know,
Yeah.
like I saw today like a video of him where he was like really proud of this like chest pump he got, and he was like just looking. He was like, "What the fuck?" You know, like like
Well, the striations like in his
yeah,
chest.
you can see like
yeah.
the ripples and stuff. He's like, "Looks like I got snakes in my skin." Like,
Yeah, dude. Watching that 20, I think he's 22 now, but watching that 22-year-old bench press, chest press, incline,
yeah,
3 plates
Yeah, dude.
is insane.
we should get on trend.
I heard that it was, and I found that it is a lot cheaper than I thought it was.
What?
Yeah, dude, it's very accessible.
No way.
Yeah, dude, but we
Do you need a prescription?
no, but no. Listen, dude, I'm telling you right now,
Uh-huh.
it is not just taking trend. Like you need to commit to eating and drinking well. Like there is a reason why. Like we look at like the exact opposite of Sam Sulek. We look at like the Trent twins.
Yeah.
Like they're crazy and silly and stuff like that, but they keep their diets tight.
Yeah.
You know, you could bulk and stuff like that. Like you saw like Sam Sulek videos where he eats like or drinks chocolate milk and stuff like that. But they eat very consciously.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely just not exercise. And like you cannot miss a day.
Oh, I'm sure.
That stuff will destroy your body.
Speaking of that, I thought it was so funny because in that same video, he was like, yeah, he's like, I wasn't even sure I was going to get a good pump today. He was like, because I didn't eat anything today. He's like, I just had like a chocolate bar and my protein shake and a sandwich. And I'm like, that sounds like you had quite a bit to eat.
But you got to. That's
But
the thing.
apparently, like, yeah, just to keep up with
And
it.
I'm not saying like this in any kind of way other than like what you eat, which we don't need to go dive into, is not in the slightest sufficient at all.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's like, you got to pack it in, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and those guys are going, 2 hours a day at least. And you know what? I'm going to say too that I was honestly shocked because I have had a lot of, I mean, sometimes you don't really see it on camera, but like I've had a lot of progress in just going like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people think that it's like this whole day thing, but like even these videos I watch, it's like even like Sam's videos, does like they're high intensity,
Yeah.
but they're like 4 workouts.
Yeah. No, I'll tell anybody, like, the hardest part about getting in shape is not the workouts itself. It's making sure you go to do it,
Right.
getting yourself into the gym.
You got to push yourself a little bit.
Well, of course, but I'm saying that's not the hard part. The hard part is being like, I got to go to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym, and then going anyways.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, like, it's easier to do nothing than it is to do something, obviously, every time.
But like I definitely, it's like I'm in no position to judge, and even if I was, I think you're a fucking scumbag. But it's like I wish it was more acceptable to like talk to people. Like today, I was doing chest, and like I just put. So I match. There's only Smiths at Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
So and those are only 25 pounds. So I always put 2 10s on each side to at least get the bar.
Yeah.
So then my normal chest, so I'll do like 3 reps of 10. 10 reps, 3 sets. I'll put a 45 on each side.
Okay.
Solid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I saw this kid next to me, and he definitely like had some work to go.
Yeah.
But I mean, he only had 2 5s.
Oh.
And my thing was that it was just like, hey man, everyone starts somewhere.
Was it for squats or?
No, he was.
Oh,
I know. Well,
yeah.
and so it's like I think the other secret is like understanding that you can lift so much more. I remember going to the gym with Kendra all the time,
Yeah.
and every time she would look away, I would add more weight to her machine.
Good.
Because I knew she could do it.
I told her that the whole time I lived with her, dude, and she was just like, "Oh, I just have like 2 10s on this thing." I'm like, "Dude, fuck that." I was like, "You're wasting time.
Yeah.
You're just moving."
Unless you're doing 150 reps. And
Yeah,
maybe,
and for a while there she was, and it's like my dad's motto is always like just push heavy fucking weight, like just do heavy weight and you'll see progress.
Because you could do 2 sets of 5 if you're really like,
Yeah,
like.
Like last night, because I was telling you, like I don't ever work out like my front delts, so but I do want bigger shoulders, so I'm trying to like focus on that. And I actually came across a video I came across a few videos. I don't know if they were paying attention to me talking to Kendra about the gym or something. But like after that, I started getting all kinds of fucking workout videos. And
Just watch Sam, dude. He's the fucking best.
he is the best. But there's also like it's like I also don't want to be big like Sam.
Well, no,
you know?
you're not gonna be. I
I
can
also
tell you
follow
that.
we talked about him once, that bendy guy.
Yeah.
You know, there's that Asian
The
dude.
calisthenics guy?
There's the Asian dude
Yeah.
that does the calisthenics, and then there's this other guy who does this, who teaches you how to be flexible and have like core strength and stuff. Right. And then I came across this other one with this like really plastic looking Asian dude. He was like super tan. He had like bleach blonde hair, and he was like, just like, do you want to build your shoulders?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And then he like goes through like a routine of like different shoulder workouts. And one of them I noticed I've never done, and it was like I don't know what you would call them, but it was, you basically have 2 dumbbells. Sorry, you can hear my jacket. You have 2 dumbbells, and then you go down slow, and then you push them back up this way.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to work out your front delts.
It's just a shoulder press. It's just like a special way of doing it.
But I mean I did it, and he was like you got to do 3 reps of 12 or 3 sets of 12. And I was like, that doesn't seem like a lot, because usually, like, if I'm curling, like I do usually like 3 sets of 25 or 3 sets of 20, and I was like, I could do that, and I could not do it.
Yeah.
I was like, I was capping out at like 10.
Well, you also only have 30 pounders.
Yeah.
So, and that's a lot of weight for shoulders.
Yeah, but again, it's like I'm like, the way I look at it is like, if all I have to use is heavy weight, I'm gonna use heavy weight.
But going back to what you said, I know you didn't mean it this way, but so I'll kind of direct it more towards people listening. You know, like what you said was like, I like watching Sam, but I don't want to get that big.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing with a lot of people. I've heard that so many times where they're like, I just don't want to get too big. You're not. You'll and not even steroids. Like if you take away, because he's on trend, he's on something, and he's been open about that. But anyone who says like, I don't want to get too big, unless you're going 5 times a week for 3 hours a day, or you're splitting it where you're doing 2 hours 2 times a day, you're putting in 5,500 calories.
Yeah.
You're never gonna get that big.
Right.
And this is like what I try to tell everybody is that like there are people who are smaller than me who lift like crazy. It's because it's more so like you're still just burning.
Yeah, no, thank you for catching me on that. That's not really what I meant. I meant like, not big like Sam, but I meant my goal is more to cut. You know, I want to just lose my belly fat. I want to lose like, you know, like underarm fat and stuff. I just want to be more toned out.
Well, you know, that
I think
starts-
I think I'm a fine shape. Like I think my muscle
not bad.
definition, well, not definition, but my muscle mass is okay.
Yeah.
It's just the fat on top of it that I want to get
Well,
rid
you
of.
know where the most important part of that is?
My dick.
It's in the kitchen.
Oh.
That's what I meant to say.
Oh.
You know, like again, I know that we're all kind of stupid fuck. We're all kind of strapped for cash, and I get that.
Yeah.
But if you're really trying to cut that, man, I know that you were saying that you've been like losing weight and stuff like that.
I've kind of plateaued. I'm kind of like,
But-
I'm like hovering like right around like 198.
I know that it's more accessible to do what you do, but I genuinely believe. So, like, again, it's none of my business, but like you were able to get new shoes,
Yeah.
but maybe next month you have that same fund and you didn't need new shoes.
Yeah.
I really think that if that is your goal, you should consider A, really just drinking more water,
Yeah.
and B, just eating with us here.
I would love to do that. I just,
Like, you know what I learned?
I'm never here when you guys are eating.
Well, there's the thing. No, I'm just saying like how we do. You know what I
Oh.
mean? You know, it's like so like one thing that like was news to me that I never really because since I've been kind of struggling, I've been trying to shop better. Fucking rotisserie chicken is $6.99.
yeah.
That gives you 2 breasts, 2 legs, 2 wings, like, and you just mash it all together. And only the skin is seasoned. And because I'm trying to lose weight, I remove the skin. So you can just re-season it. But $6 and like 10, 15 minutes of prep time, you put it in a fucking bowl and you have chicken for all week.
Yeah.
I brought the rice cooker. You know what I mean? It's just like, and you literally just, when you get home, just put it in the
I know.
microwave.
My thing is like, you know, I wake up late and I usually don't eat until I get home. Or if I eat at work, which is a pizza place.
Right.
So that's kind of hard, but we do have salads now, so that's kind of better.
But-
And I've always been kind of conscious about that too, because like even at my job, like I'll make myself like kind of off menu like protein bowls and stuff. Like it'll be like just chicken, green pepper, mushrooms, you know, something else.
So I mean, I just think it's like an opportune time again, and I'm no fucking example, but I would not to go out of line, but I've definitely read a lot recently.
Listen here,
and
motherfucker.
I know.
You don't tell me how to eat.
I
all right?
know. I'm just.
You don't tell me how to eat.
I'm just saying, and also, man, sleep.
Yeah.
You gotta get sleep.
I know. Last night I fucked up. I was
You fucked up today. You fell asleep today, dude, and you were trying to stay up all day.
yeah, I mean, I still feel tired. I still feel like I could go down if I wanted to. I was about to drink a fucking energy drink before the show, but
No mas. Yeah, man, you gotta get some sleep. I'm telling you, even a good sleep cycle will help with weight loss.
yeah,
And not like the hardest thing for me was just eating like a mountain before bed.
yeah,
And it's just like I stopped doing that, and I try my best to get at least
yeah.
6 solid hours, and it's just like it helps so much, dude.
No, yeah, I was off the wagon for a little bit because I hurt my back carrying your fat ass. But I think it's mostly healed up now. It still aches a little bit, but it's not like scaring me because that would happen like where I would just turn weird and it would fucking be like, ugh. But it's not doing that anymore. So like I have been like just trying to get back into the swing of like working out again. I really want to lose like my fucking pooch of a belly. Like I just want to get rid of it.
Yeah, see, that's all diet, dude.
And I want to, what do you call it? Lose my fucking gunt. My fucking pubic mound. I want to tone that out a little bit. So I was doing a lot of like lower core exercises, like like V-sits and like planks.
But they exist, and it does help with burning it for sure. I'm just saying that like you really should try. Like I guarantee you, like because like we've said on the show and off the show, when you get committed to something, you become very obsessed with it. I guarantee you, man. Like if you break that cycle, like I know you have a big water bottle.
Yeah.
You drink 2 of those a day, like I do with mine. And again, I'm bigger than you are, but I'm just saying that like since I've lived in this house, I've lost 30 pounds.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm there, again, it's like I think I just kind of fell off the wagon because I got hurt. Because I was working out pretty consistently. Again, like my diet needs work for sure. It's just about getting back into that swing of things. I had like a little routine, because I noticed that because I liked working out in my room, it also kind of like incentivized me to keep my room clean. So it was kind of like 2 birds with 1 stone because I was like, okay, so if I want to be able to work out tonight, I got to keep my room clean, so I have the space to do it.
Right.
And then I also need a show. I need a show to watch. I can't listen to music when I work out.
I listen to shows at the gym now.
Yeah, so like, what was it? Last time it was Yu Yu Hakusho. I was just watching that the whole time I would work out, dude. It felt awesome. Anime is my favorite thing to watch when I'm working out, dude.
I know it's not ideal for the times that you get here too, but this is why I wish you had some schedule to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Because the other big one, because I've heard nothing but like literal opposite opinions on this, is just 30 minutes of some kind of cardio.
Yeah.
You don't even have to run, dude. If you just walk for 30 minutes, it really speeds up your metabolism. That's why I do the bike now, but I don't even do the sit up. I literally do like this one, like the one where, like you just move your legs, you get a good sweat on. I know they're not the most accurate things, but I put in my weight and stuff like that on those machines.
Yeah.
And on average, I burn between 280 to 350 calories every single time, and for 30 minutes,
And another thing I've been trying to incorporate a lot is when my brother was on. Remember how he said like, when he was like, have you ever tried just sitting on the ground?
Oh, yeah.
And he said because, as humans, like one of the biggest reasons that humans are just generally fatter is because we have chairs.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, like a long time ago, like humans just sat on the floor. He's like, so it was a lot of getting up and sitting down and getting up and sitting down. Yeah. So I was thinking about that and I tried to incorporate that in my workout last night. So I did a lot of like body weight squats.
Like burpees and stuff?
Yeah, and like push-ups and like curls. I did, what do you call them? Like, not inverted curls, but basically it's like where you're laying on your back and instead you're just lifting your legs. That hurts, dude. My crotch fucking burns right now. Not for that reason, but.
maybe even, like just because I was thinking, like since I get up early-ish, it's like I know that there's a lot of days where I just woke up and you're still awake. Yeah. Maybe now that the weather's it's gonna be nice and cold out, put like 2 layers on you. Even just go for a walk before I go to work, and before you go to bed. Like just get a fucking walk in, a good solid mile. Yeah. Just 30 minutes, dude, and like that'll jumpstart like crazy, especially if you do it all at once. Like you seem to metabolize quite well. I mean, it's no secret that you eat way more than I do.
Yeah, I eat like a fucking monster.
Yeah, I know. And it's like I eat like there's many times I eat 4 bites and I'm fucking full. Like it's just it's just how it happens. So it's like I'm telling you, man, that like I know it's like, it can be hard to do, especially the food thing, but just water, dude. Yeah. You slam some water and then like I said, you just get 30 minutes of cardio in your day. Yeah. It'll work wonders, dude.
I gotta do something different. I'm gonna just try right now to like I said, like, just trying to make healthier meals at work and then try to just get back into the swing of working out consistently, having like some sort of like workout schedule. But yeah, no, I mean, I'll get there.
I know you will. It's not something that you really need. It's just, it's just important that we do this now and not when we're 45.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? Like I said, it's like I still have my belly because I'm still working on my diet for sure. But I mean, I've definitely seen the results, and especially I've seen it in my actual muscular. I'm now I'm being silly with it, but I just walk around the house and like I just flex the delts.
No,
It's like,
you're bigger.
yeah,
You are.
like I feel it,
Yeah.
and it's like it works, So I don't know, just something to consider. You know, if you ever want to be more active, like today, like I understand that you didn't get any sleep and you did work out last night, but like if you ever want to go to the gym, even if it's just to ride a fucking, if you don't want to spend $24 a month to just go ride a fucking bike, if you want to just come with me to just do a fucking,
No, yeah, I could start doing that. I mean, I don't want to plan to be up all night,
Yeah.
but there are some workouts or exercises that I can't do at the house.
Right.
No matter what, like especially cardio. Like I could do cardio, but it's loud if I try to do like burpees in my room.
right, right.
Even the weights sometimes can be kind of loud because they fucking jiggle around all over the place.
Right.
But it's just,
Dress nice, stay fit, eat healthy.
yeah.
That's the secret.
R.I.P. John Witherspoon.
R.I.P. John Witherspoon. The Dwellers are going to be super sexy by next year. If I can just get down to 210, dude, I'll feel so unstoppable.
This time next year. Well, what episode would that be?
Well, we do on average an episode a week. So let's just say we'll get rid of 20 episodes.
Do you want to do like kind of like what do they do on YMH where they like kind of like gauged like what their weight losses were and stuff?
Like it's like a sober October thing.
Is that what it was?
Well, that's like what they did where they were like you talk like Bert, Tom, Joe, and Ari.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you and I will like let's say like this time next year, right? We just every episode check in on where we are. So like before every episode we'll like weigh ourselves and we'll like note down our maxes and shit, and then like every episode we'll just check in and be like,
It's either going to be very inspirational or
really sad.
Or really sad. So on average, I removed 7 episodes. That's just like times where we either can't or
Yeah.
So that would be roughly about episode 150.
okay,
About this time next year.
all right, you want to try to shoot?
It doesn't feel that way. It
No,
feels like
it
that.
feels like that's gonna come up real fast.
I feel like that's like in 2 months from now.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
But no, yeah. If it's
I mean, we're only on what 106.
106,
Yeah. What episode did I come in on? Like
40 something, 30 something. I don't remember.
dang.
But anyways, yeah, we can do that.
Are we gonna do a Christian's 100th episode special?
We can. We just gotta do the math. Yeah, it's the Christian episode.
All right. Well,
Let's get out of here. It's late.
it is late. We started super late because our fucking guests bailed.
Yeah. BasementDweller.com or fuck every time. Patreon.com/BasementDweller Productions if you want to support the show. We always love that. TBDmanchild@gmail.com if you want to be on if you want to be featured on the show. It could be anonymously or not. If you have any feedback for us or want a story that you want us to read on air, we would love to hear from you. Make sure you follow us on all socials at Basement Dweller Productions. And yeah, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
If you like what you heard, type it to their Instagram and Twitter. The information's right below with their email.
It's time you bit the bullet and started caring about something with all your heart and energy.
Be sure to log into the channel by subscribing and check out the previous episodes. But until then, we'll see you next week with a new one. We out for now.